There might be some right up there into the sunlight.
There's no one who knows more about catching fish on Lake Powell than Fisheries Chief Wayne Gusavson. Whether it's casting to striper boils, snatching smallmouth, largemouth, or walleye off rock piles with a jig or crankbait, this man who's called the lake home for nearly 40 years is without peer. So when you want to know how to fish the lake and get a status update on its overall health, he's the man to see.
We are at just over the hump in a boom cycle, so we have probably double the population that we need for this lake right now. Many fish are easy to catch, and we have good numbers of largemouth, smallmouth, walleye, striped bass, catfish, and bluegill. And so people can go out and catch all the fish they want. In fact, we want them to catch those because there's too many of some fish, particularly striped bass, smallmouth, and walleye. So catch all of those you want, keep them, enjoy them. They're really good to eat, and take a few home with you. And it's the best thing for the resource because we're downsizing the population, and when the lake goes back up and we have more habitat, then there'll be more room for the fish that are left to carry out their life cycle in a good fashion. So we're at a good point, but we're going downhill right now with habitat, but the fishing is excellent. Lake Powell is probably as good as it's ever been right now. Numbers of fish caught per day are incredible. We've been out for a couple hours, caught 30 or 40 fish without trying very hard. It's the norm now. It's not what just lucky people do on a lucky day, but right now you can easily go out and catch 30 if you're working on smallmouth and largemouth, but 100 plus if you're going to watch stripers and walleye too. For the next decade, the striped bass population is going to continue to be cyclical, but lots of fish to catch year after year. You can always count on stripers. Some years they'll be boiling, some years you'll be able to catch them on bait, but there'll always be some there. Smallmouth are going to be there. They spawn on rocks, they use rocks as habitat, so they will be strong and prolific for the next decade for sure. Largemouth bass and crappie need brush for the young to survive. Their populations are going to plummet until the lake goes down, creates more brush, and covers up that brush again, and then the largemouth and crappie can come back.